It's the end. We choose to go our different paths. And you choose to go where millions are choosing to do isolation. You don't want to live in a city. You don't want to live around people. You want to be in your own space, your own world. Come, go, think what you want and not think of others. You want to be your own place. And you like that. And you have to respect that. But when you choose complete isolation, nothing matters. Just where you are matters. Because that's what you want. And that's what you should have, if that's what you want. Up in the Blue Ridge Mountains, go up there, or the Rocky Mountains. I've been up there. It's pretty cold up there. Just go someplace quiet, peaceful, overlooking the area. You might live on your own private road, and you're away from everybody. Nobody can come and bother you. You build a fort. Nobody can get through. You got your pets protecting you. Everything is the way you want it, and you're happy. But even you're living in an empty house with no furniture, just your mattress, and maybe something to eat on. You're happy and content that way. You get your big screen TV on the wall. That's all you need. You don't need all this other stuff. And you keep your clothes in trash bags. You know, that's the way you live. You might have somebody come check on the place, somebody to come and make you something to eat. That's the way you're living. You want to live isolated. But you got your best friend there, the dog, or the cat, or you have both to keep you company. Some people go way out and get the deer, feed the deer and they come back to your home, or the grizzly bear, you know, mountain lion. A lot of people got a lot of critters coming around, but hey, they do that because they can. I did the same thing too, almost. Sit out in the porch there, watch, next to the woods, and have the dog look out there, and a deer popped in there, and I said, "Wow, a deer! You don't see them coming around too often." Or then a squirrel, chipmunk. They're quick. I capture it on a camera. All you see is a blur, but I know it. But that's how fast it was going. You need a high speed, good quality digital to capture those because they go very fast. But it's quiet, isolated, peaceful. You have your own woods, do whatever you want, relax, peaceful. Isolation is all right. Some people want to live around other people. I, I say you live away because you want to do what you want. You want to crank up your music loud. Nobody can knock on that door and say, "Hey, turn it down. It's too loud." When you live in an apartment building or a townhouse, semi-attached. That means one side there's nothing, no houses, and the other side's attached. You'll be banging on the door and you're telling you to turn on the stuff. It makes too much noise. That's a problem with living like that. And condominiums too. But you want a regular house or a small cabin up in the woods on the mountain, your own place. Nobody to tell you how to do it. You can get well water. You can go fishing. You go hunting. You live up. You live in peace. You live in a total isolation, and that's what a lot of people are heading for, because they don't want to live in the city. Live with all these bills and all these other things that are creeping up on them, and want to they want to live isolated. I always picture myself on a nice island, blue water, nice and warm, nice sandy beaches. I got my hammock. I got my bungalow. What else do you need? You want to be at peace, away from everybody. You don't have to have anybody else there. By yourself. If you want company, you can always get company. But you want to live by yourself and be at peace and not to worry about anybody else. Just worry about yourself. You come and go, do whatever you want. When you get a house and you get it, you feel different. getting out of that apartment, getting out of that townhouse, getting out of the condominium, flat, whatever you want to call it. You get your own place. A lot of responsibility. Yeah. But once you get it, you'll say, wow, gee, nobody bothers you until you hear that knock at the door. And that's the problem. You don't have to answer it. You can ignore them. Hopefully they go away. I still say you should have a nice fence around the property. Nobody can knock on that door. Nobody can come up close. Why? You want to live isolated. You want to live at peace. Everybody puts up fences around their property for a reason. You don't want nobody coming in your yard. I have a mango tree in the back. When I got back here, everybody was helping themselves. Excuse me, what are you doing? Oh, we didn't know anybody was there. Yes, somebody's here. You did you ask permission to take off the tree? No, they helped themselves. They had bags. Isn't that pretty bad? Help themselves. Yeah. But like I said, if they ask, it's a different story. But nobody, they don't ask. It's take. You have a life that you have, a place to stay, a place to enjoy. You have your friend, your best friend, the dog. The cat too, friend. Cat will snuggle and but hopefully they protect you. The dog too will protect you. The dog is different from a cat. Cat lived long, 20 years. We had a cat here for 20 years. 20 years, yeah. Dog, 12 years. Sad. I dig holes, bury the dog in it, and wrap him up in his blanket. It's very sad too. They're talking about. And put his favorite toy and everything in there. Very good for digging holes, 6 feet holes. You're amazed what you find when you dig that deep. But besides all of that, I don't want no more dog because it's a lot. They don't live long. I don't know if it's generic or is it. Why did the cat live longer than the dog? 20 years with a cat. You spend a long time with a cat. Dog, 12 years. I don't, it's kind of a shame. But, you go on. Life goes on. So when you find yourself on your own, doing your own thing, if that makes you happy, then you stay that way. But sometimes you need somebody with you, and then both of you can live isolated away from everybody. But that's the way it is. Is the end here? Yeah. Yeah, it's the end. The end of civilization, and you are starting a new life up in the mountains, enjoying snow, different change of scenery. But remember, again, the snow, more work for you to dig yourself out. You have to struggle. Or you go to a tropical paradise. You don't have to worry about snow. Nice beach. But then you say tropical storm coming. Well, yeah, there you go. You can't get away from the disasters of nature. It's a tough part of it all. If you find this interesting, hit that subscribe button. Okay? And you'll see me again.